All right. All right. Here we go again. All right, now get ready to move on to the trailer rental. They coming against it. So I'm noticing all that. They quite possibly shut down Find Your Device, one of the games they play. Again, when we look at somebody like Crooks, now Crooks, I don't know. Yeah, I guess he did move. He lived in an apartment for a while and all that. Right. So when you're moving, everybody knows it's supposedly the most stressful time of your life. But what these people do is they attack it. They steal keys when you're not looking, then they come back, put them back. Oh, they weren't missing. They'll block you. You can't find your device. They'll do block your device. But again, they're willing things. They're willing scenarios where you're going to need that. And they'll say because they're partially techies, like I told you. Oh, you need us, don't you? Well, if people, you know what? I could have been a techie. I could have been a multimillionaire, if not a billionaire techie. So if you weren't there, I'd be there, and we'd be trillions of years ahead of where we are. And of course, people wouldn't have as much autism with the crap they're doing. They're giving your kids autism on purpose to see what the effects are. They're experimenting on people. Then so they probably experimented on Crooks to see what they could turn him into, right? And then put their man Vance in there. Man, think we forgot that? Well, we put as much on the internet to make you forget it as we could. Somebody just don't remember it. They can make Vance or not Vance. They can make Crooks that guy by using algorithms. Okay, what happens is an algorithm is supposed to return more of what you look at. So if it starts shifting you in another direction, there's a small chance that maybe they have some sort of technology or data that says people that like pizza also like spaghetti. So you Google pizza and it gives you back spaghetti. But if you Google uh, cougar milfs with big breasts, it ain't going to give you a black man with big penises. And that's what they're doing. And it also knows when you're getting excited. So when you're in the middle of your sexual, right, when you're all excited, they'll start shifting your sexuality. I caught them. I told them, you got to stop putting kids in the middle of the porn because every other post would be a kid or something like that. I said, people are going to get all sexed up and then you're going to flash kids in front of them and you're going to turn them into pedophiles. Now, this is what they've been doing since the 90s, man. That's why everybody afraid, because they flashed it in front of them and they pushed on the button. Now they put it back to them in encoded messages, and they're like, ah! Do whatever they want. Give them as much money as they want. Let them take over their business until we build all this. As I pass the Trump side, I set Trump up with the same kind of operation, but now it's more technological. That's why I'm trying to get Trump to go in the other direction, because he's just feeding into the thing that set him up. It ain't Democrats or Republicans going to win with what you're doing. It's the techies and all those crooked cops. I guarantee you fired the non-crooked cops. They were set up to be fired. They do it every administration. Your first administration actually talks about what you were doing. Right. I still don't think it's going to. I mean, obviously, Democrats come back into power, they're going to offer people jobs back. Right. Now, how many jobs back get to come back in the country? I think they're going to let everybody immigrant come back, but they'll probably, like people that were here for 10 years, they'll probably be back again. 20 years where they were working in some job. Again, if you don't do what I say, you're going to end up getting thrown out. You might be past that line already. Nah, people don't care about peace in Israel like they think they do. Right. They care about, Loomer said, don't give them kids medical treatment. That's what they care about, more than they care about peace in Israel. And then you give them medical treatment. Now, if you're giving them medical treatment, you need to advertise it. Or you're not going to get that vote. Now, people are offended by things like that, even people that aren't Arabic. Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. The one toilet, it wasn't cold enough to freeze last night, so I don't know if the water's not coming from underneath the trailer, and that's beyond anything I could do this morning. Right. Well, but debris collection in line. Sometimes there's a filter. There's probably a filter under there. Thank God now I got 2 bathrooms like I wanted the whole time. Now it don't matter, right? School buses. When you see school buses parked like that, heal them. I guess I don't know if they sell buses here or that's where they store them for the weekend. Well, I think the assistant woman got a Virginia plate. I don't know if it's her or not. I'm like, oh, somebody trying to play with me already. People from Virginia are evil. They all work for the government. I think with some serious, I don't even know why they feel her. I guess they felt they owed her, but yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with her, nothing wrong with a black woman, but I mean, she probably, if she was actually a porn star, she'd get out of it easier than doing what she said. Right. Now, gay people can be fired for being gay. I mean, Hegseth can kind of get away with some of that, but I don't think anyone else could. Right. Well, again, fighting the battles that are worthless. Right. Supreme Court's not going to say you can fire somebody because they're gay. So why even bring it up? In fact, the administration is just starting to point, the courts are a little bit slow. Right? Make it worse. They're going to hit them with a bunch of different things. Now, some of them I can see that, not quite what the judge is saying. Some of the judges are doing that knee-jerk reaction, so it's gonna go back. It's not gonna go all the way. They're pushing it. Well, it's just how much most people want their. I don't mean it to be a woman, but nothing barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. That's where they want the president. They don't want to be bothered. They don't be bothered by the president. That's the one thing about MAGA that's different than what the swing voter wants. The swing voter don't want to be bothered. Be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, do your job. That's the way you get reelected, is quietness. And of course the economy being messed up is not considered quiet. Right. Well, these roads are nice up here. At least you don't have that stuff they have out there in Kansas. They say they got these big signs. Oh, it's a Life Church or something. It says youth entrance or something like that, or youth group entrance in big letters, and you can see it from the highway on some of their churches, and I'm like, you telling people you got kids in there. Some people can't protect themselves or stop themselves, right? And they'll just go at it, especially if the government been putting shit in their heads for the last 5-10 years. The government tries to be like God. If you let the government do it, the CIA will become God to you and make you do whatever they want you to do, and you'll think you're doing it for God. That's where you get that crazy shit where people think they're doing it for God. Government putting it there. And when I say government, I mean techies and crooked cops and all that stuff. They're all part of that. Because the more danger they can cause, the everyday person believes is out there, the more you let them do. You don't want to pay attention to anything they're doing. Oh, this is all necessary. Right. Well, ever since I said I was eating Taco Bell, they've been willing me to eat Taco Bell because they know it's like not healthy. I ate a few yesterday. I said I'm not. There ain't no way I'm gonna get anything else done today, but eating a few Taco Bells. Straight deal. If it came up with like low sodium, you make fat that very minimal. You just got skim milk or something like that to make the cheese, but then you have to actually add fat. See, I could have been Nabisco or something, or Kraft. They destroyed my life. Right. How many people want no fat, good tasting cheese? They tried it a couple of times, but they didn't put the good fat. They make no fat cheese. It didn't work. But you take the sat fat out, you put a little bit of good fat in there, and it's healthy. Like olive oil or something. you could probably use olive oil. Right. But I guess there's sat fat now. Right. Yeah, how many people want zero sat fat cheese with good fats in it? Doctors want that. The school buses. Hashem got all the school buses lined up. Took them like 15 years to get them all on this road. He said longer. I'll just like the state police barracks. Okay, you put that little red light on, or somebody's cursing you. I like to work you, and they actually project the curse. So you can just say those words and it don't matter, right? As you project the curse. Right? Whoa. It was a little bit rough sleeping in. It got a little cold in there. I only had like a thin sheet. I went down to Dollar General. I thought I'm just not, and I didn't want to pull my dirty sheet out, my dirty blanket. I probably should have would have slept better, but didn't want to pull my dirty blanket out of the bag. Something telling me to get an appliance dolly and bring my washing machine today, but I can't tell if it's a good cue or a bad cue. Right. This person just running off to get pulled over by a cop. Just so they can race to the next light and have a red. We've all been there, but now he's slowing down because the lights. Oh, lights green. See if he's gonna make it through it. Maybe he knows you got to speed by 10 miles an hour to make the light. Some lights are set like that. It's like Satan tempting you. If you don't go 10 miles over, you're not gonna make the light. Evil city manager and crew time it. I'm late for work at Home Depot. Got a lot of car wash places around here. I do give you credit for that. Mm-mm-mm. School buses. All right. What are they straight off this highway or what? Off this road? I got to turn. Very peaceful morning here. Right. I just don't want to. It has them like wood steps going up there. I don't want to chip those up. Trying to get the thing in. I don't know if they'd help me. I think they'd help me if they were around. Nah, they're just regular Pennsylvania people. Now, a woman from Virginia, who knows? He said the one maintenance guy. He said he read that most people that moved, the majority of people that moved to Florida, actually. Did I go the right way? Yeah, kind of a weird road there. Actually, return to Pennsylvania. Most Pennsylvanians that move to Florida return to Pennsylvania. I don't know how my mother was addicted to Naples, just like the fact to say that that was her home, Naples, Florida. Like she could be living in this place over here, this big Tudor or something. She give a shit. She just little cubby hole by the beach in Naples, Florida. The worst thing she probably ever did in her life, in reality. Maybe made her a few dollars, but probably cost her a whole bunch. Right? Not good people, man. Cutthroat, cutthroat devils, waiting to betray their neighbor for another dollar. because 50 million isn't enough. I'm thinking I'm buying into the scam that they're these hyper conservative people, you know. And my mom telling me it's like a gay stronghold. It's like San Francisco #2. I mean, that was what, like 2007. I'm looking for bars to go to because I'm sick and tired. I'm not gonna get to the Philippines. They messing me up with that. So I started venturing out to the bars, and I go to one, and they had a trans bar in like 2007 club, free pack. Right? So you know, these are all the politicians got placed in Naples. Go, oh, no trans, no trans. Meanwhile, they were like for trans people, they were almost like Harvey Milk. See, I'm dangerous. I know the truth in Naples, Florida. Politicians ain't gonna tell you nothing. I don't know. Well, for some reason, it came up. I think I said something politically. And I'm like, you know, it's like it's big gay community here. And you thought it was just Miami, right? It's because politicians are there. They hide everything. And that's probably why they do whatever they say. They've been to the trans bar. Okay, yeah. Whatever you say. Don't tell them about the trans club. I played it off pretty good. I walked in. I'm like, well, I just want to look around. I walk back out. Okay, thank you. I thought it was a normal bar. Or right, you know, a straight bar. You can tell that they meddled because the first time you go there, like the women are normal, like the bartenders, like were being friendly, like really friendly, you know. And then the next time you go, they're either not friendly or there's a man there. The man's like a federal agent or a state officer or something. You know, it's not really the boyfriend, right? Like one in probably 1,000, you know. You know, 999 is some government agent paying money. They did it to me right when I returned to Philadelphia, right away. I went to a Irish pub that I had been to when I was on assignment, a WITSEC assignment in Philly, and I went there, and one was real interested, and then she was with this guy, you know. I'm like, well, probably a deputy, right, with a credit card and a informant payment, right. I'm looking when I said the government cockblock, literal, not figuratively. There's the words I was looking for yesterday. And what's funny, I'm turning on Ferguson Street. I wonder if Ferguson had something. A weird one for me. I mean, I was really very respectful to him, right? But every once in a while he went stupid, so I don't know what all that was. Right? I don't know if it was deep state. Deep state. They tried to he wasn't deep state before. Him with a medical and all this stuff. That's kind of what they did to me. Kind of take me out of the marshal position, but then they, you know, I guess whoever the operator was pushed them to the next level. Like I was, yeah, but it's stupid. I wasn't getting anywhere with Marshal Service. If you watch, nobody. I mean, yeah, I should have been respected and probably respected by multiple people. It wasn't like they're going to give me anything, right? Nah, they never stopped the whole time. They lie. They try this bullshit. Well, if you wouldn't speak about it, we wouldn't do it. That's bullshit. Almost there now. I'll try to figure this out. I'll tell you, it'd probably be better for me to get if I had like a piece of plywood, tilt the washer, and then just push it up onto the It's only like 3 or 4 stairs, but I because waiting for the truck's not really resonating. I have a lot of wash to do, and a little time to do it. Bring it there and just ask them to give me a nudge. Right. I just need somebody at the bottom, to nudge it up. Right. Don't work perfectly, but if I don't use it too much, it works. I'm wondering if it was the long drain hose or not. They didn't send anybody. I had a warranty on it. I was hoping they would send somebody. They didn't send anybody. They just said, "Here's your money back." Like, because the computer, calculates what it costs to fix, right? And if you have to fix it more than once, you're out. You're out for a whole bunch of money, right? Those are nice apartments. Tudor. Tudor was big in Pennsylvania for a long time. 50s, 60s, and 70s definitely have a lot of Tudor. I mean, it was before that even. What's this say to do? On this road again. I think I'm going the right way. There's that Thompson on the road. Temple, there's the synagogue. Greek Orthodox people. I don't think I came in from this angle before. Yeah, I think this is probably a nice neighborhood where older homes will probably look holding their value. They keep them up real nice, so they don't need. For the most part. Right. Are you gonna walk through the cemetery? To use it for exercise? The cemetery? They can walk through the cemetery. I guess, probably the safest place to walk just about. Nobody gonna kill you there. They already dead. Yeah, something coming up, but it like this Remington Street. We don't know what Remington is. There was some foreshadowing yesterday from the the legal finding on FPS. So he used the word Mauser. I don't think it was Remington. I don't remember what the other one. Maybe it was Winchester. He used Winchester. Right? So Remington came, and it was in reference to a sniper. Because I was wondering, why did he say, right? The Mauser, I think, was the sniper, right? So, but the Winchester, I don't think they use Winchester. Anybody use Winchester? So I was like, why do you use Winchester? So I was going to be on Remington, right? Now this is Peebles, so I don't know. Because sometimes that comes up Peoples. Bus stop. Okay. That was what's his name? Uh, Muhammad and what's his name? So maybe, yeah, maybe another type of sniper gonna come up. So let's heal that. Because I was on that bus stop crew that did the looking for the shell casings. So right. Thanks, Larry. I think we started from the bus stop and then we went on into the woods. Right. Bus stop sniper. So I don't. But Peoples he was coming up for like Peoples. So in my mind, I just kept doing that. I'm like, it's Peoples, not Peoples. All right. So part of it is sexual frustration is what they're using to radicalize people. And again, they should know better. I mean, these people should know better than to use CIA techniques to make snipers and bombers and shit like that. See how they twist it around? Right. Well, Babcock's like a weird name. Like, oh, and I think we're, no, is it? Yeah, we're coming up on Roderick and Marshalls. What if I made a wrong turn? It seems like it's taking. There we go, Roderick and Marshall's store. Babcock and Brown's Lane. That don't sound right. Highlands. All they're going to do to cause the next shooter. Again, it could be Satan's stance, but it's been proven to be them. Like that sign back there, it said 100. What if Phil? I think Phil was a lawyer or something, right? But when they're doing this to somebody, it can come up 100 get Phil, and then they go after like one of them, someone match, and it may be them too. They may be that volatile also, right? I think I'm going to the right place. I think I am. In the area. Yeah, it's all gone. I can't see anything now. They look like she didn't have her coffee yet. That's one long intersection. Because they time it with another intersection. I'm probably going to take the washing machine. I'll figure some way to get it up in there. We can carry it. Actually, it's not that heavy. Right? 2 people can carry it, but I'm a one person. If I had my wife, none of this would be difficult. If I had a wife, I'd be in the house. With 2 people, it's hard to do what they do. That's why they make them a single person. Right. I wonder if I missed my light. It's taking so long. There it is. Thank you. All right, real Decker Graham. I don't see anything in it, but maybe there's any cases. Perry Jackson. But sometimes, like I'll say something and it'll trigger a memory from a case that an agent. I don't have that part of it, but they have that part of it. Correct. Makes sense. Well, maybe. Yeah. I got to take back one of them vinyl carpets already. It had a big stain on the back, which is okay, but because you don't see it, but it had a couple tears in it, so I have to return that one. Almost to the point that I might try to find some sort of way to save a few dollars on a one that I buy that's regular size. We'll see here shortly. Why did it tell me to turn here? Oh, because I turned here the other day. Wait. Let me get out of this person's way. So somebody cursing me right now. Closer I get, the more they're cursing me. It's one of their modus operandi. Is that a way out? I guess. Okay, so you didn't let me out. You'll go to hell. old codger. Oh, you're not getting that in front of me. Scrooge. I'll have a Scrooge Christmas. And then we go, Mr. Nice Guy now. Where the hell is that turn at? Mm-mm-mm. I'm there. I go to the left, go to the other side. Now there is no push through. That's bullshit. Right. People are going to spend 10 million. If it takes 10 million, there's no push through. Right. Because it's not the money. They don't give a shit about the money. They just, they 100%, again, CIA type stuff. Right. Whatever it takes, because it's the larger thing that they're solidifying. Right. I guess maybe I'll try that. Almost done. What does it cost? $10. I'll bring it just in case. Of course, if worse comes to worse, I'll put it in my shed. That's what I'll do. Okay. And then I'll get it in there some other way. Well, stay peaceful.